I guess we'll go there real quick.
Ah, there you are. What did you see? Did you find it? Ah, the first fragment of the Master's mask. Well done, apprentice. With the ancient mask as a base, we can create something grand and new together. Journey to the other two towers, gather the fragments, and I will reward you when you finally come to my castle. Onwards!
This is super small. Is this what I'm supposed to be looking for? Is something that size? So this said it was like over here, yeah? There it is.
Well done. It's not easy to find. Usually we only find 2 or 3 heads. That's like 4-leaf clover times 3.
And now I can get to that guy.
These thornberries are not for eating. They're far too precious for mask making. When crushed, they produce a particular deep blue dye.
Yeah, but I think they'd probably be maybe okay. Well, maybe not. They're called stormberries. I'm sure they were given the name stormberry for a reason. I see. Okay. Well, I understand. So, unfortunately, the last little bit that I played through, which was probably about 30-40-ish minutes, I don't think it recorded any sound from my microphone for some reason, which really sucks. So, I think my plan, instead of going back through and making a new save file and trying to redo everything, I'm just going to do a very quick highlight reel just of some of the more important things that happened or more interesting things, and then we will continue on from here. Again, really sorry that it's probably not what most people would be expecting at this point, but again, unfortunately, a lot of the sound just didn't record for some reason, and I have no idea why. So we'll do a highlight reel, call it good, and we'll just continue on here.
Just as a mask has an inner and outer face, it can disguise you from others. But beware, also from yourself. The shepherds would graze their billy gruffs here. See, space for pasture is so limited that they would create these systems of bridges to rotate their flocks and allow the fields to regrow. Complicated business. Or even a king must admit, they're rather cute. But this little thing seems to have lost his flock. It's cut off by the bridge system. Oh, these herders and their bridges. But beware, billy gruffs are bad-tempered beasts. Stubborn as a mule, they never seem to go where they're supposed to go. I can't say I've missed these creatures since the realm grew quiet. But, their soft, tough hair is a craftsman's dream. A fine design, crafted with Billy Gruff hair. This was a herder. No surprise, it's taking a rest. You could put good use to it. Oh, come to see Daddy, little Billy. So, the little creature wants to go in the shearing house. Oh, I always thought it was such a cruel business. Oh, no. What's happening? Maybe this is not the shearing house, but the slaughterhouse. Oh, God. What did you do, apprentice? There, a lock on. Ah, freshly shorn and feeling the air. Go then, find your parents, little Billy Gruff. You have served your king well. It seems in some cases a little haircut is no bad thing.
Once these shepherds would sing from mountaintop to mountaintop. See the decorations on its mast? It must have had the finest, clearest voice.
There was a burial place for the Billy Gruffs here. These animals were highly beloved.
You will find answers at the tower.
The fine mask marks this one as a Tower Guardian. They hold no power since the towers went dark, but once they were spread throughout the realm, and always wore the most intricate masks. Crude things to a MaskMaker's eye, of course. Billy Gruff horns, the last component we'll need. These old ones were used for strange rituals that are, thankfully, long past. Another fragment of the ancient master's mask is in that tower. Find it for me.
You need to synchronize with our statues.
Once we have the three ancient master's mask pieces, they will form the base for a new grand royal mask for me. And perhaps one day for you. But tread carefully. Maybe a merciless trap lies somewhere.
So, you are here, at last, face to face, or near enough. I am Sir, Mask of the Mountains. Mine is the second secret law of Carnival. Know thyself, and defy oblivion, lest you lose yourself in the masquerade. You have met my sibling, Mio, haven't you? Yes. Well, imagine being trapped in an old shop with him for longer than you can count, as the world moves on outside, and the shadows grow deeper. In any case, you have seen how the story began. Now it is time you learned how the beginning came to an end. Get close to me, take off my mask, and you will discover the truth.
Frustrated with rules and riddles, the boy would run away pockets full, searching for what lay beneath his own mask. But the boy always returned to the shop, to the promise of learning the craft, the power to change and yet not be changed. So, you've returned once again, apprentice, the master would say. Did you find what you were looking for beneath your mask? Are you ready to create masks instead of hiding behind them? But the boy would say nothing. But try as he might, and change as he did, the boy and the old man were masked from each other. Not this year, not the next, as the boy grew up amid the masks and flattering aristocrats flocked to buy the master's wares. The boy struggled at his bench and wondered when he would be allowed to show himself. Until one night, when the boy noticed his master had left the workshop door ajar. And for the first time, the boy decided that he was ready.
You know a little more, but still have to learn to complete your apprenticeship. Go and meet our older sibling, Kabalash. His power is restored, and you can finally reach his tower. It's time to introduce yourself to the ritual.
This part of my realm has seen. How did you learn to do that? To switch masks outside the workshop? You are a quick study indeed. I can tell. I'm going to have to keep my eye on you. The town guardian. Time has not been kind. How long has it been since I last ventured from my castle? Ah, the brackish but surprisingly edible sun kelp. Used in fertility rites, believe it or not. If I remember rightly, this village is known for having magnificent sea grove corals inside the houses of its people. They used them as charms to avoid storms and give thanks for blessings from the sea. They were traders too. The sea is a generous master, but like a king, it can be too generous. A fine sea-growth coral. Rather wasted in this simple cottage, wouldn't you say? It would look perfect on one of my dozen mantelpieces. This is the guardian of the Archipelago Tower. What's he doing here? He always stood by the entrance, day and night, silently, mockingly. How did he get to this side of the island? Did you know about this? Here the people crafted fishing boats, and the legends say even larger vessels to explore beyond the horizon. Legends, of course. These people hardly seem capable of exploration. Not without a king. An anchor? One time, I ran away from the shop. I ran away to sea. I slipped aboard a boat at night, thinking it would take me to a faraway shore. When the fishermen found me in the morning, and after they gave me a few bruises for my trouble, I learned that fishing boats never go anywhere, only back to the place they came from. The captain gave me a cup of something hot and let me sleep in the nets. But he wouldn't let me stay. The others told me that the captain's son had died. And after that, I saw that behind his sea-scarred face, there was only more ocean. He said the sea was no place for a boy, and delivered me back to the master that night. Well, a boat is a useful thing, I suppose, but there's been no wind here in many years. I fear you've wasted your efforts once again. Wait, what's that sound? Where is that wind coming from? I've not felt it stir since I don't know when. Truly, the realm is responding to your touch, my apprentice. It draws you to the towers. Perhaps the kingdom senses my great design and urges you forward to find all three ancient fragments. But don't forget, you're in my realm. Yes, I know all about the whispering voices trapped in the towers. I can't stop you hearing them, but perhaps it suits me for now. Do you hear me, ancient ghosts? My realm! I took this kingdom from you once, and I will do it again. And you, apprentice, do not forget that we have a deal. I will keep it, even if you don't. Learn what you can from them. I will make use of it, one way or another.
Honor my posture, know thyself.
You need to synchronize with our statues. So, you have met the king, or a shadow of him. You are his hands, his eyes in this world. Just as you borrow the bodies of his subjects, so his shadow controls you, drives you forward. But here, you are safe from him. Now, join me. Time is short.
Okay.
It is good to see you, my friend. I am Cabalash, and mine is the third secret law of Carnival. Be open, be tolerant, and defy isolation, lest you lose yourself in the masquerade.
Yeah, they really like masquerades, don't they?
Liberate the king
I mean, it
from
makes
this
sense with the
world.
whole mask motif, but you
The
know.
only way is for you to heal the realm, complete the apprenticeship, and become the MaskMaker. Let's go deeper inside the mask.
Okay.
And prepare you for the grand ritual. A
All right.
ritual the king has never seen. It is a little early for you, granted, but needs must.
I don't know why my hands are clicking every time I grab.
Yourself. Follow my gestures. Become them.
So I've also gone through this part a little bit already, but at least we have sound this time. And I was curious last time if these were breathing, because I know he moves a lot. But these two, I don't think they do. So, okay. Let's come do our gestures, and hopefully I won't like punch a bunch of stuff. I'm in a different spot than normal, so. And now I believe I have to do everything that he does again. Oh, that's right. So, oh, I can't do this in a chair. And then it goes here. And then it goes like here, I believe. There it is. Okay. And I 100% cannot do this next part, so we're just gonna take a step back and watch.
You have done it. You are ready to remember deep.
I mean, I mostly just
warn
kind of
you,
watched you
they are
do it,
not
but
happy memories. That is why they burrow so deep. But you must understand before you can face the king. Take
alright.
off my mask.
And a
you
comment
will
I made
discover
earlier,
the truth.
he has a very big piece of the mask. Yeah, because I saw the last one, it was just this little tiny jawbone. But no, he's got a huge piece. Alright, let's put that on. Oh, that feels so much brighter than normal. Okay.
Until one night, tired of tests, sick of the face in the mirror, the nameless boy found the way to the master's secret workshop. In he crept. He found the hidden blueprints. So, this is what the old man had been hiding. This is what the boy was unready for. Why, he had all the answers
Ooh, that's
already.
cool.
So
I actually
many
didn't look at
different
these last
faces
time.
to choose from that the old man had kept all to himself. But most important, he found the master's mask, handed down from
It's got all the masks I
MaskMaker
made
to
as well.
master.
That's really cool.
He had already seen the old master wearing it in the shop. But how many secrets could one so simple old piece of wood hold? When he saw himself in the workshop's mirror, he was transported. Inside the master's mask, he discovered a whole world full of inspiration. The boy began to explore in secret and to believe he had discovered a power the old master had never found, a freedom he had always been denied. Was this where the boy could finally surpass the master? When the boy finally emerged, the light of dawn peeking through the shutters, the mask seemed different, reflecting the ambition and the desire of a young man who could become so much more than a simple apprentice.
Yeah, I think this is a lot of like greed here. Hence the crown popping up and
You
things
have
like that.
proven yourself, but you are still an apprentice. There can only be one MaskMaker in this realm, and the king is still on his throne. You must face him, and together you must face the truth.
Well, that's good. I didn't crash this time. And let me make sure I'm still recording. Am I? Yes. We're still recording. We're good. It didn't crash this time. Progress. Alright. So let's continue this way. And this time I'm sitting in a chair, so I keep getting caught on my armrest, but what can you do? Oh, this is gonna get real fancy real quick, isn't
still
it?
stands protecting the tower.
I
Follow
have...
its body, and you can move forward.
I have almost none of that stuff. Okay. Let's take that off.
Young initiate. You have new tools for your journey.
Oh, that's
As you
nice.
venture deeper into the mask realm, the workshop too is returning to life. New
Okay.
mask bases have appeared, and the MaskMaker's paintbrushes are waiting for you on the workbench, so that you can paint with precision.
Young apprentices
So,
would spend months and years simply in carving base masks. But clearly, the workshop believes you are ready for more.
Or perhaps the realm has even less time than we thought.
Once we tried to reach the king, to speak through the guardians to him, but he retreated from us. He broke the bridges. He abandoned his subjects on islands and outcrops and shrank back to his castle. He does not even remember a world where he is not king.
sounds very much like that. Because I know he started sounding really greedy right before that last tower. Okay, so I don't have what I need for that. Do I have things for other ones? No. No. Okay. So... the puzzles continue. I've gone one too far.
The mask
Okay,
is an imprint
so-
of the mind, of the emotions.
I have...
Wear it, and it disguises you
as I like
with
hit
truth.
my desk. Okay, so I have this mask. Do I just have to color it? Because I don't have any of the materials for these things. Yeah? Yeah, because like I get that thing here, but I don't have anything. So I'm going to guess that I just color this
You're ready to expand your mask
purple.
making. There are new paintbrushes and mask bases.
Oh, there's paintbrushes? Where are the paintbrushes? What do you mean there are new paintbrushes? Oh my god, there are paintbrushes.
Paint was always my favorite part.
The younger ones always prefer playing with colors, while older crafters
There we
find
go.
carving more refined.
Oh, we have got to get out of this place.
Boop. Again, how do I do this without having those things? Well, I have those. I don't have those two. Did I miss those somewhere? No, because... Hold on, let me put that back on. Do you have things for me? You're the first one that hasn't had like a blue rectangle on their face. No? Am I supposed to magnify you? Oh wow, I can magnify you.
The Guardian's mask has
Interesting.
components from all across the realm. You'll have to travel to other lands to acquire what you need.
So, with that, actually, do I have to go back to all the towers? Let's just make a quick run back through all the towers. Yeah, look at that. Now I can actually see all of the things now. Interesting, okay. Okay. And then there's also this guy here. Oh, and I can make that
Guardian
one.
has had a long vigil guarding this tower. Borrow its body to
Interesting.
move on.
Okay. I see. So that is what you have to do. You do have to go back through everything. Alright, we'll get this last tower, and then we'll call it there. Before we continue on to anything else. Okay, let me grab these 2 masks real quick. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Oh, and you've got like a little crystal on your head, but I don't think I can do that yet. Okay. And then you... I can also
Our
make your
guardian
mask.
still stands sentinel over the mines.
Interesting.
Don't let its unfriendly expression put you off. It will help you to move forward.
Okay. Well, with that, I think we're gonna call it there. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for joining. Again, I apologize for the lack of sound for a lot of this. But again, unfortunately, I just didn't know that it wasn't recording my microphone, because it was recording, and then I think Steam crashed, and then when I reopened it, it just wasn't recording anything, so... Anyway, thank you so much for joining. As always, like, comment, subscribe, all that, you know, standard YouTube stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.